Any questions about the blueberry?
Oh yeah, why is that? Like, why do you want to manage like the native ones too for management?
Well,
Could
like
you
I said,
repeat the question, please?
yeah, he would like to know why you would want to manage against a native species, and I just kind of reiterate, there are times when we want to keep certain parts or certain factors or species of the bog that will get crowded out or disappear from succession of a native species. We want to keep those so that we can still demonstrate to the public what exists here. So you'll see as we walk along, especially where the cranberry patch is located. We keep that free of the blueberry bush. If we didn't, the cranberry would be crowded out and we wouldn't have any cranberry to show you. So sometimes it's necessary to manage against native plants, but not on the scale of like an exotic species or anything like that. Yeah, good question. Great. Yeah, and this is one of the areas where we kind of cut back the shrubs that dominate most of the bog so that we can see some of the other species that grow here. And we want to concentrate on this low-lying, almost looks like a vine kind of creeping along around here. This is the cranberry. This is the small cranberry. There's two varieties of cranberry that grow in Ohio. This one is the only one that grows here, the small cranberry. There is the large cranberry that also grows throughout Ohio, but not here in this particular site. They're very similar. Basically, it just comes down to the size of the leaf and the stem and the berry that delineates between the two. They're very similar. But this is, again, very similar to the cranberry that you would purchase in the store, the cranberry that's harvested for commercial use and agricultural sale and so on. It's edible. Again, it has the antioxidant qualities about it. But it's one of those species that thrives and survives in a very harsh environment, that's nutrient poor, and an acidic environment. Growing up on top of the sphagnum here. That's what we're looking at here. Again, if you notice how spongy things are, and if you want to step off the boardwalk just on the edge there to kind of experience what the bog feels like, you're more than welcome to do that. I encourage people to do that. You're not going to fall in right here, at least. You can go ahead and do that. But that sponginess, again, is from the formation of peat, which I didn't talk about. I'm going to talk about that real quick. Peat is partially decomposed organic matter. That's what that word means. And in here we have peat, which is formed from partially decomposed plant matter. And it's, again, similar to the peat moss or the peat that you will buy in the store that you can put in your gardens and so on. Peat is also harvested in other